Okay, yesterday was the grand opening party for Ronnie's Philadelphia Cheesesteak and Hoagie Company, and my best friend opened it. And of course, I was the silent backer, and I was very good about being silent. I didn't say, "Oh my God, you're putting the cash register in the wrong place. The fan is so noisy that you can't hear yourself think. The setup is wrong. There's not enough tables. The tables outside are so cheap that when anyone over 100 pounds sits on them, you wobble." I said none of those things. Um, but as a friend, I tried to explain to her that she's never run a restaurant in her life and that this is how you take orders. Well, of course, her response was the kids there are so dumb they couldn't catch on to that. Yet every kid across the country in every deli that uses that order slip uses it that way. Her kids can't figure that out because they're a new generation of kids, and that's the way it is. Fine. Yesterday, I showed up at the grand opening, and of course, their soda machine wasn't working well. And instead of admitting that and saying, "Oh, I'm going to fix it," her response was, "I'm going to turn that off. No one's going to buy that anyway." Okay. A month and a half ago, when she opened the doors, I explained to her her menu was just a spreadsheet, and I asked her to fix it. Because, of course, the only job I'm allowed to do is marketing. I'm not allowed to cut an onion. I'm not allowed to go behind the register because I'm too fat. And this is my friend. Um, a lot of things. I'm not even going to rant about all of them, but the one thing is my marketing. And I worked really hard on that. And she implies that I throw things together and that they're shit. That's fine. But when I tell her how important her marketing pieces are, and then the day of her biggest event of the year for her and her business, she doesn't have any print ready, no business cards, no cards for people to stamp to come back. And her response is, "Oh, they'll just take my paper menu." No, they won't. They don't want trash. They want something that's nice looking, that's comforting. That's why they eat there. But I was yelled at for that because I didn't show up at 11 o'clock to print them when for the last week and a half I have begged her to give them to me so I could get them copied and laminated for her at my expense. "No, Luz is going to do it. I'll do it tonight." "Oh, no, no." I said, "Okay, if you don't get it done, I'll be there in the morning and get it done." "No, Luz is coming. I'll send Luz. I'll send Luz." I show up there. "No, didn't get them done. Didn't have the paper. Didn't have this. Didn't have that." Okay, fine. So you're throwing a party and no piece to give to anyone. I'm done. I put a lot of energy into that. So I was at fault because I didn't start it till last week. No, no, no. She seems to forget that a month and a half ago I asked her for the menu 4 times. I was ignored all 4 times. Then I asked her a week later. I begged her for it. Finally, she sends me to a website where her menu is, and the menu's wrong. So I copy it and do it and make this beautiful piece. And of course, I'm told this was wrong and this is wrong. Well, that's what's on your piece. Then I bring her a beautiful catering menu and a note to bring to these people that I'm going to supposed to see next week and present them with something pretty, not a spreadsheet of food. And the response was, "My husband's name's not on that." Okay. Not, "Oh, the piece is beautiful. Let's see what we can do to make it work for me." My husband's name's not on that. When in the past, she doesn't want her husband's name on anything. I don't get it. So I left my folder and I left. Unfortunately, it is the end of our friendship, and now we only have a business deal. The business deal should prove to be interesting. She's already passed deadlines, which I don't care. It's not about the money. This problem is not about the money. It's about her ego and her not listening to someone who has worked in restaurants their whole lives, who have marketed restaurants their whole lives. I'm told what I do is not right. It's never, "Oh, that's good. Let's tweak it." It's no, no, no. "Oh, but no, they like my sandwiches. They come back." That's lovely that they come back. "But you're taking the orders too slow." "Well, that's convenient for my cooks." It shouldn't be convenient for your cooks. It should be convenient for your customers. Your customers come in and they're standing in line with their hands up their ass instead of having their order taken and let them mingle and wander around your restaurant and look at all the things that you invested in on the wall. But no, they're standing in line because it's convenient for the cooks. You don't have hot peppers because someone in that business likes pickled peppers instead. It's not about what you and your family likes. It's about what the customer wants. So yesterday no one gets soda. That's lovely. I just couldn't bear it anymore. I'm done. I don't care if she doesn't listen to one thing I say and not do one thing I say. I don't care. I'm talking to her as a friend and as an expert in the restaurant business. It's that she doesn't even listen. It's no, and right away with the response, not even hearing what you say. A customer said to her the other day, I didn't really like this Italian sandwich. I couldn't eat it. And her response was, well, you like the roll, don't you? The roll is blah, blah, blah. That's lovely. The roll is blah, blah, blah. But you should have asked her what she didn't like about the sandwich. You never bothered. The customer is going to stop coming. When you walk into that place, it is quiet yet eerily loud from the fan. No music, no nothing on the TV. The business plan was, I'm not going to make it like that when you walk into Philly's Best. It's quiet, it's eerie, it's all these things. I'm going to have music and loudness and excitement. None of that happens. That part of the business plan went out the window. Part of the business plan where I'm going to have family work there. And we're all going to work hard for a couple months and save you a huge amount of money on your staffing. The day before you opened, you hired 17 people. That part of the business plan went out the window. I was going to volunteer to do marketing. I said for the last 4 months, give them my phone number. And every time I see you, you complain that nothing's getting done with the marketing. You never gave anyone my phone number. The way it works, no, you're not going to reinvent the way I market. Sorry. And the way it's done is they call me. Marketers and marketing companies don't call them. So I don't know how else I can say, give them my phone number and I will deal with it. I want them to call when they're ready to talk about Ronnie's. If I call them and they're busy with something else, I get no attention from them, and Ronnie's doesn't get what they deserve in marketing. But no, Janet's got to reinvent it. I don't want to give them your phone number. I don't think you want them. I didn't know you wanted them to. You didn't know their phone number. No, one more time. I said at least 50 times, give them my phone number. Janet doesn't want to do it that way. Okay? So I am just so done. And now it's just a business deal. We'll work on the debt. It'll become you're a slave to my payment every month. If that's the friendship you want to develop, fine. Friends listen to friends. They set their ego aside and say, wow, maybe she knows something about restaurant that I don't know. I'm only listening to my daughter, who has worked at a Jack in the Box for only 2 months and was fired. But I'm going to throw this expert's advice away because my daughter likes this slip of paper. She developed it. She developed it wrong. Oh my God, do I feel better because I'm not going to say it to Janet. I'm not going to call. I am done being beat up, thrown away, disregarded, and thought of as someone who is too fat and ugly to be working, volunteering, even in the kitchen, scrubbing sinks. No, have a huge fucking payroll. Oh, do I feel better? And you know what? I have so much goddamn money that it doesn't fucking matter. The friendship is what mattered, and you blew it. Ooh, that was a nice rehearsal for when I tell Molly Ing off. I know you all are waiting for that one. Boy, this ranting is lovely. Peace out.